Hi guys, this is Christina with leadsandleverage.com coming at you with the Ribbit Show. I know, crazy name, but we have fun here. So I am going to help you today. We're going to talk about, like the controversy of posting frequency. There's a lot of opinions out there. We're going to talk about that today, and we're going to find out what works best for you on your real estate business pages to actually convert people from just looking to into your database. So if you're watching this in replay, please comment below and let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're watching this in replay. Let me know where you're watching from. Even if you've done that before, I would love it if you would still comment and let me know. That just, it helps me know kind of what your markets are like, because I can start to get to know your market, and it helps me get to know you, because as I say in every single one of these, the reason that I do this is so I can get to know you, so I can help you. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be talking about the controversy of posting frequency. And I know that sounds mundane, but it's really actually important, because we kind of tend to listen to a whole lot of people, and a whole lot of people say a whole lot of things, and they have a whole lot of opinions. So we're going to get down to brass tacks today, and we're actually going to talk about what works and what doesn't work, and what's going to work on your page for your schedule for your clients. We're going to get into that. So if you're watching this in replay, please comment and let me know that you're here. And if you're with me live, please let me know that you're here. Put a comment down. Let me know that where you're from. I love to know that. And I like to be reminded, because I forget when we have conversations. I know we'll have conversations multiple days in a row, and you'll tell me if you're from somewhere, but I have so many conversations, sometimes I forget. So please let me know where you're from when you comment below, and let me know you're here. And I want to talk about, and I've said this a couple times now, I really want to get into talking about posting on your Facebook business page. And the primary focus right now is going to be frequency, the controversy of posting frequency. How often should you not, etc. I actually was asked this question. How often should I post on my page? I was asked this question by one of my FDS members, and I train on that. I teach you guys on that. But then I was in another group, totally different industry, and we were talking about, or somebody was talking about posting frequency, and oh my goodness, opinions are all over the place, you guys. So I am gonna hope you guys pop in. It doesn't look like, I wonder if there's some replay or live stream issues right now going on, but I am here. Go ahead and click comment. I see a couple people have clicked like on the computer. Let me know you're here. So I'm going to start on this a little bit. So there's some contradicting opinions. That's why I call it the controversy of posting frequency. So, and we're talking specifically about your Facebook business page. We're not talking about your personal profile. So this is about your Facebook business page. Okay. So when pages first came out, everything that we put on our page was put into the feed of everybody who clicked like on your page, all of your fans. And now that there's so much information, the algorithms have changed. So your information is not what you put on your page. Not all of it's put out. In fact, every single one is put out to different people of your fans, based on all kinds of algorithms. There's story bump, there's last actor, there's all these things. Okay, so based on all this stuff. So there's a lot of different algorithms affecting what your content. But for the most part, there is a standard that we can listen to on posts on your Facebook business page. Okay, so the standard is that a post, if you make a post on your business page, it expires in about, or it's stale in about 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so if somebody is not online at the time that you make your post, and they get online 5 or 6 hours later, unless they're high in the algorithm, combining story bumping and last actor, and have been highly engaged in your page, unless they're high in that algorithm, they're not going to see what you posted 5 hours before. Okay, so you need to make sure, the biggest thing here is you need to make sure that you're posting as frequently as content expires. That's what you want to do. As a real estate business page, it's about every 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, but about every 4 hours, you want something going up on your page. Okay, so first of all, some people go, that's way too much. You're going to get people who say, I don't want to see 100 things from a page. You're going to get people who say that that's not what so-and-so says. You're going to get all kinds of opinions on this. And the thing is that quantity is an opinion. Quantity, how many times you post on your page in a day, is an absolute opinion it's an opinion. And here's why. Because every industry and every page and every tribe is totally different. Okay, so let's put it this way. If you're a media site, if you are CNN or ESPN or any of those media sites, you better be putting stuff out constantly. Your local TV stations or local radio stations, because your media sites, you need to be on top of stuff, and you're going to be putting stuff out constantly, probably 12, 24, 30, 40, 50, a whole bunch of posts per day, almost like Twitter. So you're going to be putting out a lot of stuff if you're a media site. Okay. So then depending on your business, there are other businesses that, they think they do okay with 1 or 2 posts per week, but they haven't actually tested their audiences to see how that actually works. The most successful pages, the most interactive pages, the pages that have the most loyal and involved tribes post multiple times a day. It's really that simple. Anything you look at that. They post multiple times a day. That's just the way it is. So you need to post multiple times a day. And the ideal amount of times a day is about when the last content expires. So about every 4 hours. That's kind of a really perfect balance between getting stuff out there and not being too crazy. So you have multiple posts in somebody's feed so you don't overwhelm people. But remember that somebody saying, I wouldn't like to see, or I would unfriend you if, ignore them. Ignore them. That is their opinion. It's the exact same thing with email marketing. When somebody tells me that they would unsubscribe from too many emails, like they respond to my emails that I email, because in some cases, I email almost daily to some people. And in some instances, they get twice a day. They'll email me and say, I just can't believe you are recommending that people email so much. They reply to an email that I've been sending them daily. And they say, I unsubscribe from everybody who emails me that much. And I just reply back and go, I email that much. And then the response is usually, yeah, but I like what you say. I like what you're teaching me. That's the point. So what you put on your page needs to be of value. You need to be valuable. And that's such an obscure, vague term, but there it is. And we're going to get in there. So quantity is an opinion. You need to do what will work for the industry and the tribe, and do not listen to individuals who say that's not the way you do it, or who say I wouldn't like it that way. Don't listen to them. Figure out what works for your page. You really will increase engagement if you increase posts. If your posts are interesting and you increase your activity on your page, it will increase the activity on your page. The second thing we always have to remember, we think, well, if we're posting this much, we're going to lose our engagement. We're going to lose our reach, because they talk about that. But here's the deal. Engagement and reach is not your goal. That's not your goal. Your goal for a Facebook business page is to use it as a conduit. It's a funnel. It's a conduit. It's a way for you to reach out to people you don't know and you haven't met and get them into your tribe, into your database. It's a way to reach out and put something out there and drive people. It's a conduit. Your page is not where you want the activity happening. It's going to happen. I mean, I'm doing live streams. I get activity. I get engagement. I get all that kind of stuff. But that is not my goal. My goal is to provide value so that people go, oh, she's valuable. Not me as a person, but what I'm giving them, that's valuable. And she's doing that for free. I want to be on her list. I want to be in her email community. I want to be a part of that, because if she's doing this for free, then what else can she help me with beyond that? That's what you want to do for your tribe, for your people. So engagement and reach is not your goal on Facebook. Those are fun numbers to get distracted by. Those are fun metrics, vanity metrics to get disillusioned by. We chase them, but they mean nothing. They don't actually mean anything. Engagement and reach don't tell us how many people are opting into our database. They don't. They just don't. So quantity is usually an opinion, because people are in different industries and anecdotal. They have an opinion, an assumption. Engagement and reach is not your goal. The third thing that actually, this is probably, that should be the first thing, but the third thing about the controversy of posting frequency, guys, the third thing is that you got to dump your fake or untargeted page likes. You have to. If you spent money and bought page likes, you need to dump them, 100% of them. Page likes, if they are not your target audience, will cause you to fail in all things on your page. All things, including your ads. So if you went through that time or season on Facebook where it was like all about the page likes and we had to buy them, or, people would buy them, oh, $40 and I'll give you 1,000 real page likes. If you did that, the reason that you're struggling with getting any interaction and getting people into your opt-ins is because they're crap page likes. You have to get rid of them. And if most of them are crappy, you need to start over. If you start over building your page and you do it the right way, you will quickly surpass with the right people, quickly. I've seen agents do it in as little as 2 weeks. They have a page of 2, 3, 4, and 500 fake page likes. All they have to do is start over and build their page right, which is why I have the link above, your Facebook page setup checklist. Get your hands on that. That will help you. And right after that is a Facebook page setup workshop. It's $7. So if you do that and you get your page set up right and you accumulate targeted page likes, and by targeted, I mean people who are actually going to conceivably be able to buy or sell in your market. Not your colleagues, not your family that live in Egypt, not anybody outside of your market area. You want people, targeted page likes of people who are homeowners. That's who you want on your page, not colleagues, not fake likes, etc. And those right there, that's the number one factor in indicating how successful your page would be. Right there. That's number one, your page likes. The other thing is, the fourth thing about posting frequency, a lot of times what we do, well, there's actually 5 things. I need to write this down. But a lot of times, I just thought of another thing for this, so I want to add it to it. But before I do number 4 and 5, if you're watching this in replay, if you're here with me live, please let me know. Comment below. Let me know, where are you calling in, but where are you joining me from? And 2, are you having any Facebook live stream issues? Are there any issues that you guys are having watching the live stream or anything like that? So we did the first 3 on posting frequency. We talked about quantity, how often you post. We talked about engagement and reach not being your goal. And we talked about dumping fake and untargeted page likes, what I call detrimental page likes, dumping those. So we have 2 more. We have number 4. Here's the thing. What we do on Facebook is we play the exposure game. The exposure game. We think, oh my goodness, if I just get a Facebook business page, I can get my name out there, or I can brand myself, or I can get exposure and become top of mind awareness. These terms that are full of crap, these terms that don't mean anything. They make us feel good because we think they actually mean something, but as they're coming out of our mouths, we're like, yeah, that's not really working. We know this deep down, but we don't know what else to do. So we tend to play the exposure game. And let me just really get into this. We think that putting a page up is something we should do for our brand. That's the first thing. The second thing is we think, well, if we just put stuff out there, that'll get into people's feeds and that'll give me exposure. Then we think, ooh, let's boost this post, because if I boost this post, that'll give me exposure, and people will think about me and they'll think about when they want to use me. Guys, that is the biggest lie in marketing that we have been telling ourselves for 30 years. Huge lie. Name awareness, top of mind awareness, exposure. Lie, lie, lie. It's all a lie. It's a lie. Especially now in today's market, when people have the attention span of less than a goldfish. As humans, we have about an 8-second attention span. Goldfish have a 9-second attention span. Isn't that crazy? We have less of an attention span than a goldfish. And we think that people are going to remember flying past one of our boosted posts when they're ready to buy or sell. Okay, that's the dumbest correlation that I catch myself. Well, that's dumb. That's dumb that I shouldn't be doing that. Why are agents doing that? Because that's what we're told. That's what we're told, and so we believe what we're told. It's a lie. So we can't use Facebook. Don't use Facebook as this exposure game. It's not, I call it the exposure game because it's a game that you waste money on, and you waste time on, and you waste energy on. So don't do anything with the focus of top of mind awareness or name branding or exposure. Doesn't do anything for you. Absolutely not. And here's number 5 on posting frequency. Here's one of the biggest problems that we're struggling with. Because we focus on engagement and reach, like we'll put a post out, we'll focus on engagement and reach, and we'll go, well, I have 1,000 people on my page, but it only shows 28 people saw my post. That's, and then we get discouraged because we're like, nobody's seeing my posts. Okay. We don't realize that it's accumulation. It's a cumulative game, that we need to be putting these things out over time, over a 7-day period. We've got, I've got 11 or 12,000 people on my page. And sometimes in any given post, I'm just looking through some posts here, sometimes 200 people see a post, but I post 4 to 5 times a day. So over the course of a day, about 1,000 people see something that I put on there. That's fine with me, because over the course of a week, 7 to 10,000 people on my page see something on my page. That's my goal. And it's not for exposure. Everything I do is targeted to drive people into something that gives them value and gets them into my database. Everything. So we are inconsistent. So because of this, we are inconsistent. That's the real big thing here, that we put something out there. We see that out of the 1,000 fans that we have, or 1,000 likes that we have, 28 people saw it. I mean, goodness, okay, let's look at this. I have almost 12,000 people on my page, and a post that I published 14 hours ago, 89 people saw it. It went into 89 different people's feeds. Okay. I have 2 likes and 1 comment on it. If I focused on that, I'd be like, oh, I'm a failure. But that's not what I focus on. I focus on giving value, and I focus on the overall reach, and the overall goal is to drive people into my database. That's what I focus on. Totally different. And because of that, I'm consistent. When you are inconsistent in posting because you're expecting results immediately, and the results that you're expecting aren't even the results that you want to get, you're focusing on the wrong results, you are inconsistent. We are inconsistent when we do that. So it's really, really, really about our consistency. So 5 aspects to this. So the controversy of posting frequency, okay? How often, what, and when. And we get comments that we get all kinds of things. But the 5 aspects are: the quantity that you should be posting is an opinion. It's an anecdotal if somebody says they don't like it. It's also based on industry. It's based on page type. It's based on your tribe. It's an opinion. So I shared a way to get around the opinion, and based on what Facebook has told us, how long posts are fresh, how often you should be posting. The second one, engagement and reach is not your goal. We think that we're posting to reach people. No, we're posting to give value. And if even one person sees it and finds it valuable, that is good. That's a very good response. The third thing, the biggest thing that affects how well our pages do, how people will react to them, it's fake page likes. It's colleagues who are page likes. It's detrimental page likes. So I talked about that one. And number 4, I kind of went on a little bit of a soapbox about playing the exposure game. We're not here for exposure. We're here for leads. You're here to cut your page is a conduit. We're here to funnel people into your database. That's what we're here for. And number five is inconsistency. We look for results from every single post. We want to see likes, comments, and shares from every single post. So we're inconsistent. We're not consistent enough to actually say what, if anything's working or not. So we're inconsistent. So those are kind of the 5 main things. And so that's really what I wanted to talk to you about today on The Ribbit Show. And I really, really appreciate your time. I don't see any questions right now. That's anomaly. I have a feeling that there's probably some Facebook live stream issues with people watching because people are bouncing on and off. I see people up on top here bouncing on and off, which is not normal. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. And I'm going to go ahead and let it sit in replay. So as you're watching this in replay, please let me know that you're here. I will be watching comments particularly closely on this particular live stream, this particular episode, because it doesn't look like people are able to get on from Facebook's live stream issues. So I am thankful that you joined me. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have more questions, more things that you would like me to share or talk about or teach you about on another episode of The Ribbit Show. Have a fabulous afternoon, you guys.